Hi everyone, so I'm back with week 36 and this is the 4th of September to the 10th of September. So apologies for my voice a little bit, I'm just getting over a cold unfortunately, so if I sound a bit strange that is why. So I am using the back of the Design D pocket page, which is the 4 6x4s and the 4 3x4s. So I'm using a typical sort of autumn collection for this week because I like to use autumn collections for September and November. So for the September weeks, I'll be using some nice autumn collections. This week it's the fall collection from Echo Park and it's from 2021. So I'll be using the sticker sheet, the cut parts, and then I have got the Carter Bella, I think it's Welcome Autumn or something, paper pad that was out from 2020. So I'm going to use that as my background paper because I don't actually have that much autumn paper. So that is actually nearly running out. So I'm going to have to get some more, I think. Obviously not rushing off my feet because, you know, it won't be until next year that I'll need it probably. But for some reason in the UK, we don't really get many like Halloween or autumn style collections. Like paper pads, we get a lot of summery stuff and winteries and Christmas and stuff, but just not autumn or Halloween. So I do have to normally buy some bits and pieces that come from America for them ones. Anyway, so the start of this week was actually quite busy, to be fair. So I've got quite a few photos. So as I said, I'm going to use the full collection from Echo Park, and it literally is just called Full. So I'm going to be using that nice sort of panelling card for the title card, and then the first photo that's going to go in the first little 3x4 slot is just a picture of my coffee table, actually, because it's now autumn I can start using all my candles and stuff. So this was just a really nice sort of Sunday afternoon where I just had the candles going. It felt really autumny outside, so it's just a nice little sort of relaxing Sunday. So I've just put that on some nice paper from, again, that Carter Bella collection. And I'm just going to try and find some bits and pieces. The thing about Echo Park stickers, I absolutely love them, but they're quite big. They've either got large things or they've got tiny, tiny little things. There's no sort of in between, really. There's a few pumpkins and stuff on this page, but because, well, that's what I actually use in the end. But because it didn't seem right to use pumpkins in September, even though it's still autumny, I didn't want to use too many pumpkins. So apart from the pumpkins, there's not that many, middle-sized photos. But I do decide on this little box of apples because the scented candle smelled really lovely. It's not apple flavour at all. It's actually white mint and eucalyptus, which is a bit different. But yeah, I just thought it was quite cute because it's a nice scent. And I'm actually using these little sticky notes. These came from Paper Chase. They came in all different colours. And I'm just going to put one alongside the washi tape next to the little box of apples. The washi tape came from Etsy. It's just got pumpkins and leaves and sunflowers and pine cones on it. And I just thought it was really, really cute. I bought it back when I went on a little obsession with Etsy washi tapes back in the pandemic, basically. But it is a really, really nice washi tape. So I'm just going to cut it down a little bit because I made it too big. But then the photo that's going to go underneath that is a picture of my McDonald's milkshake. The previous day I'd said to Joe, I really, really fancy a milkshake from McDonald's, the strawberry milkshake. And we just didn't do anything about it, basically. We didn't bother to go out and go and get it or anything. But then on the way home from work on Monday, he came home around lunchtime and he just came home with a McDonald's milkshake. So that was really nice of him. So I wanted to obviously scrapbook that because it was a really nice gesture. Obviously thought about me on the way home from work. And it was a really nice milkshake, to be fair. It's a nice thing because I was working as well. So I got to have that whilst I was working from home. So again, I'm just going to put on some paper and I put a tiny bit of washi tape, another little label, and then they do have like floral stickers on the collection. So they've got ones that have got little flowers and, well, leaves and roses and all sorts on it. So I find one to go in the top left. Yeah, top left. And then I use a pumpkin sticker to go down the bottom. So yeah, as I said, it's been quite a busy week, so there is quite a few photos this week, which is always good. Sometimes I look at my photos at the end of the week and I think, oh God, not a very interesting week gone by, but, they do make up for it. You can't have a busy week all the time. But I do like documenting these little bits, like, this McDonald's milkshake. It doesn't seem much, but it's just a little cute thing that Joe did for me that, I like to remember. So then that was on Monday. So then Tuesday, I was actually day off. I didn't really do too much, apart from in the evening. I arranged with my friend to go to the cinema. We had some food, and then actually stayed over her house because I was training her in the office on the Wednesday, and we had to be in the office really, really early, and she lives a lot closer than I do. So it was, it didn't mean we were getting up at crack of dawn, basically, to get in. So on the Tuesday, I went over to York, and me and my friend Ellie, we went to go see Where the Crawdads Sing, which we both read the book, and Jo wasn't fussed about going, and she didn't know who else would want to go with her. So I actually had 2 cinema tickets. So we went to the showing in York, which was really nice. So I've just got a picture of the actual poster from the cinema with the times and stuff on there. And I just cut it down a little bit because it had a lot of my details and stuff on there that didn't really need to be on there. And I just used the space down below for a bit of journaling. So I put some washi tape along the bottom, and then you do use this little pumpkins in a, I don't know what that's called, a lovely little ornament basically with pumpkins in it. But yeah, I just use that little space at the bottom to do some journaling, and I stayed over at Ellie's, and we went to go and see Where the Crawdads Sing. It was really good. I was teaching her on Wednesday, where we also went to Brew and Brownie. So the other little photos are going to be about that, basically. So I'm going to put that in that sleeve there. Then the photo that's going to go underneath the title card is a picture of Ellie's cat. Her name is Rue. She's been in my album before when she was a kitten, but I hadn't fully seen her since she'd grown up, and she's so, so cute. So obviously when we went back to Ellie's after the film, I was playing with her, and she was just absolutely adorable. So yeah, I cut down the photo a little bit just because I wanted a little bit of the pattern paper to come through, and there was a lot of wool. It didn't really need to have that much wool in the photo, so I thought it'd be nice to have a little bit of paper showing through on that one. And all I do really, I put some washi tape at the top, and then a little line of pumpkins. I actually stick down the pumpkins, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I like that, but they were stuck down, so I didn't have a choice really. I do try and put them back up again, but it almost sort of tears the photo, or it rips a little bit, and I think, no, I'm just going to stay there. It's not my favourite, but it's fine. So yeah, so we spent the evening just watching TV and playing with the cat, and then we went to bed, and then we got up the next day and we went to the office, and I was teaching her my job, actually. So I technically am her manager, but I don't see it like that. So she was actually just learning a bit about what I do, and she might be able to do that if she wants to in the future. So that is what we were doing. So we just thought it quite nice to make a day and a night of it, basically. And as I said, she lives a lot closer to the office than I do, so it just meant that I didn't have to get up at 5 o'clock basically to get a train in. So yeah, so then that's that one. And then the last photo that's going to go in is a picture of the little coffee shop that we really like in York. It's called Brew and Brownie, and Ellie's friend is actually a baker there as well, so that's really nice. But we went for lunch with a few of the other people in the office, and we got some nice little cakes. I brought some bits home for Jo, and we just enjoyed our sort of little coffee break. We had plenty of time in the office to do bits and pieces, to go out and stuff. So yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, I just took a picture of the little cakes that are on sale in the coffee shop, put some washi tape at the top, and some little sunflower and pumpkin stickers just around it. I have noticed actually that I was intending the little labels that I've been using along, I have been wanting to put on there the name of some places, like Brew and Brownie at the top of this. So you'll see I actually cut in half a little piece of the sticky note, because I want to write on there Brew and Brownie, because one thing I've noticed I'm not very good at is actually writing on where we go for dinner and stuff. I do tend to write it in the like a blurb if I do put some journaling on the paper, but sometimes I don't, and then I forget where we actually went. So I have tried to put some little sticky notes in little areas for me to write on there, so that is where I'm going to put Brew and Brownie on there. And then because with this collection I didn't have any landscape 3x4 cards. So I had to sort of make my own. Excuse me. Had to sort of make my own. And I just wanted to use this nice paper that had like little flowers on there, and I just tried to use some of the bigger stickers on the page that sort of went with the week. So I decided on this like lovely tree with the red and orange and yellow leaves, and then a little corner sticker with a load of flowers on, and I just kept it as that. Really, another thing that bothers me about the Echo Park collections, not that it bothers me that much, that's probably the wrong word, it's very negative, but it's just there's no word stickers. I love on the Simple Stories ones you get a load of word stickers, but there's none at all on the Echo Park ones, and if they are tiny ones that you know don't make much of an impact on a slot. So yeah, anyway, so I kept it simple. I just used the tree and the little flowers in the corner, and then I'm going to decide between these two cards, and it took me a while, and sometimes when I look back at it I do actually prefer that white one, but I thought this red one just sort of made the page very close, which is what I wanted really. So I decided on that one. I just thought it was quite nice with the writing and things because it's opposite of what the white one is at the top, so I just thought it was quite a nice sort of fitting. So yeah, so that's that. So then the next thing I'm just going to do is work on my title card. So as you can see, I'm going to use that one that's just got plenty of space on there to put some you know, alpha stamps and stickers and stuff. So because I don't actually have any orange alphas, I do decide to use my stamps. So I use the Ripe Persimmon, is that how you say it, persimmon? Distress ink, and I use my new American Crafts little alpha stamps that are like capital letters, and they're like bubble writing basically, and I just use them to put on their week 36. So as I said before, I'm very much in favour of stamping rather than alpha stickers at the moment. Obviously I am trying to get through my alpha stickers if I have them, and I do use them in my travel scrapbooks a lot to try and use them up, but I'm trying to avoid buying them, even though they are really cute and I can get some quite inexpensive ones, but yeah, they just sit around because I don't get to use them all. So yes, I'm just using these little mini inks, which are really cute. I really enjoy these inks because they're not full size, so obviously they're not as expensive as, you know, the full ones. So I get quite a few. I get the packs of 4. Is it 4? Every so often when I order from Hey Little Magpie, and so I'm just sort of increasing my collection. But it's just nice to have all these different colours for this sort of, you know, project basically, because, you know, you do use different colours each week and stuff, so it's always good to have loads of different random colours, and they're all different shades of colours as well. It's not just one blue or one orange. Like, that's why I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. So what I do in the end, I obviously use the Ripe Persimmon as the base, but then I do decide to actually stamp on top in spiced marmalade, just on top of the W and the 3. I was going to do it the whole week, but it looked a little bit messy, so I was worried it was going to sort of make it not readable, so I just decided to do it across the W and the 3, and I quite liked how it looked. It wasn't perfect, but it was just a little thing that I thought I would do. And then I just, as you know, as I normally do, I stamped my dates, the 4th to the 10th of September, and I put a little acorn sticker in the middle of it. And yeah, so that's the start of week 36. I can't believe how long I've actually managed to keep this up for. Not that I doubted myself, but I'm very much one of these people that I either do something in full or I just decide not to do it at all. But I've absolutely loved it, and I've kept up with it, and I'm so glad that I've kept up with it. My videos might not be up on YouTube as often as I'd like to, but I am actually on top of Project Life, and yeah, really enjoying it and looking forward to doing it next year as well. So I see myself doing this for the rest of my life, hopefully, which will be very fun. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this part of the week, and I'll be back with the second part shortly. And yeah, hope you're enjoying this autumn sort of series so far. There's a few more to come, as I said, in September. In October I'll be moving on to my Halloween stuff, which is even more exciting because I get to use up those supplies, which I don't get to use up very often. So yeah, looking forward to using up those. So yeah, thank you very much. Bye.